Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. King Sisay, the Holy of the Kingdom of David, is showing these Muslims what it's all about. We're taking over our holy site of Sinai. It's about that time, huh? We're apparently down to 32 moral authority right now. Jesus. What happened? The holy site of Resut lost holy wars. My little idiot vassals are losing tons of holy wars. They're all like, we're Jews! And then they just lose, sadly, to the Muslims. So we need to really, really weaken this massive caliph adjacent to us. Otherwise, my vassals are going to keep on declaring wars they can't possibly win. If I had to guess, I probably saw this guy up here lose his war. Oh, Afghanistan's independent right now. There's a Afghanistani revolt right now. Oh, that's really tempting to pounce on because there's no one... They're not in the pact against me. Oh well, let's focus on this. We got one more tick here and we're going to be done with the siege. Alright, that occupation's worth a massive 8.87. And having the siege leader in charge of a subholding siege is totally fine. But I am going to try to teleport him around so that we get these in perfect ticks. It's a little bit more micro-intensive than I would have otherwise probably done. We picked up so many prisoners. Wow. That's a lot of prisoners right there. So we have Talib is the one giving us the war score, but we've also got... just lots of them. Apparently, I am these kids' educator. I don't want to be their educator. Why on earth would you default the children to me being their educator so I get all their annoying events? How about they just don't get events because they're a baby in prison and nobody cares about them? If they cared about them, they would have paid the ransom. Ugh. Here's an idea. Just execute them all. We are the holy, after all. Except not Talib. How much money would we be giving up? They're worth a lot of money. The problem is that they're worth money, and they're probably only worth money while the guys that we took them from are in power. So if we don't ransom this Wali, his daughter, back right now, he'll lose his territory, and then she's not going to be worth anything to us. The Emir of Sinai is also going to lose his territory, so yeah, we gotta ransom all of his kids back to him too. And then Talib, we're not gonna ever ransom. We should be able to put him in a list somewhere that says, do not ransom. Okay, there is a sizable army marching upon me. It is the Saram Sahid Empire. $18 on 12 with no reinforcements would be a perfectly acceptable fight, but he is not going to persist. Okay. Seriously, what? Food and supplies have been smuggled in. No. It's not allowed. Are you serious? Look at this. I have a leaderless army in the province, and so somehow we're not getting the siege value, even though there is a leader who is in the center? That makes no sense at all. The game hates me and does not want me to be happy. Oh well. Yes, waste all of your time marching around. That sounds great to me. We've got 27,000 troops there, 5,000 over here. There was a 6 stack up here somewhere. I don't know where it went. It's probably marching over this way. But there's a lot of dudes out there. There's no way of seeing like relative strength of the alliance, not like in EU4. But let's just say they've got a lot of stuff. One more tick here. They only have 13% morale. I'm going to go ahead and temporarily teleport the leader to this siege instead. So that we get the next good tick over here, because this should still be enough. Yeah. It'll still fall in the next 1 tick anyway. And this is going to fall in 2 ticks no matter what. Putting the siege leader there, I don't think is going to speed it up. Actually, the siege tick hasn't happened yet, so maybe we can teleport him back, get the bonus on both provinces. And yeah, we can actually take it in one tick. Nice. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. 94 war score. Mr. Siege Leader Man, doing a good job. You are now resigned. Think of your country. 18k supply limit there. Gonna park another, not quite that many. 6 plus 11 is 17. That's good. And we have no ticking war score, but that prisoner capture is so good. Damn it! Successfully raided the camps of the besiegers, slowing us down tremendously. But it looks like we're going to be able to win this war without even fighting a major battle. Look at this. War score from battles, 14. Just a couple little small engagements, and the Sultan will bow before our threat to murder his only... Well, it's not his only. He's got a lot of kids, but for some reason he really cares about his firstborn, the eyeless wonder. And so, because of that reason, the Jewish Holy War for the holy site of Sinai ended in our favor. Goodbye, Shebanid dynasty. And we will disband the ships, we will disband the army and the other army, making sure not to disband the retinue. We will... Why did this not come to us? God, I hate this stupid Muslim territory. They always do this. They always seem to end up with sub-barons who are not in the right place. Okay, so the pacts are quite small. Saram Shahid, I have no truce with him. He was in the war, but it's a different war altogether. Can we declare war on these sub-barons now? I'm not going to declare against the Caliph for a sub-holding, but this one I think was independent, if I remember correctly. He will call in the Shebanid Shaddam. He is still in the pact. My threat did probably go back up again, 42.9. This is a rebellion. He is considered to be a Caliph. Wait, what? Oh, it's a... Yeah, okay. He's rebelling against his duke, not against the actual overlord. Darn. That's why it's not quite fully independent. Hamudid is the guy we just fought. Al-Jauf, we don't care about. We got our holy site. That's the important thing. Are you independent? God, you own both. You are such an annoying little shit. Look at this. He owns a sub-barony here. A sub-barony way the hell up there somehow. A sub-barony over here. And, oh gosh, you are like the, you're the Holy Company. The Shahzada whatevers. Well, you're gonna lose. You're gonna die soon. We will kill you. If you ever leave that damn faction. I didn't get to ransom everyone, but I didn't want to risk staying in that war. Some of these people are still worth some money. As part of the peace deal, that guy got his son back. You don't have money and nobody cares about you, then... Prisoner management. Just being very cautious here and checking that I'm not executing someone that's Jewish. Nope, just a bunch of Muslims. Nobody cares about them. Nice. So, we own all 4 top holdings now. We are over the domain size limit. So we have 6. 6 over here plus... No, we have 5 over here plus these 4 is 9. We are currently... I don't think any other laws are even possible that are going to give us more domain limit. These laws don't affect it anymore. It's just these ones here. When can we change an actual law again? In 53. That's next year in January. That's really soon. Potentially. We could centralize again. I mean, I'm actually not really taking much advantage of this vassal limit thing, but I'm also probably going to release this guy. This is part of the Kingdom of Egypt, the Duchy of Sinai. Wouldn't mind having a king tier vassal up here. But I've already given some of this land away to this fella. So we could turn you into the Egyptian king and then turn this guy into the Nubian king, or we could just have a double king. Kind of leaning toward just giving it all to this kid, since I am his educator and I want to have this guy like me. He's 15, his birthday's coming up next year in May. He's also betrothed to my dynasty, so we're going to be tight. We're going to be close. Tell you what, you can just have the Duchy of Sinai. And all relevant subholdings. Does not lower my threat because, of course, it's not granting independence. That'll put him over his holding limit. He should just immediately, within a day or two, unless he's an idiot, get rid of some of that territory. Any particular reason why you're not handing this land out? We did gain land as well. We can hire up another retinue. Or two. Just one. Laws. Nothing. Threat. Stops me from expanding. With no real method of making it go away. We could attack the Afghanistan revolt. He somehow has 12k troops. He's hired 8,800 men. My gosh. How has he hired so many troops? Perhaps we should just straight up attack the Saram Shahid. Or we could try to murder the Humadudid. If we murder this guy, that's not gonna happen. No one likes me. Al Jauf is independent. Could potentially put us to war with the, everyone. Yeah, they've joined the damn pact. Shebanid, Saram Shahid, they're all separate. No, sadly, I think we just have to stay at peace for a bit. Keep the realm pleased, keep them happy. Outraged by succession law chain. Well, it's my half-brother? Yeah. He's 13. I don't have a guardian slot for him, but we should probably try to remember that when this kid comes of age next year, I should start educating my half-brother. And meanwhile, the Saram Shahid dynasty has to march back home. Mayor Caleb approaches you and presents you with a request to buy a small plot of land in Muscat. This is a hard decision to take since he promises to pay well for the land. Okay, I could lose castle tax for 10 years in exchange for 150 gold. That affects only 2 baronies. I am currently collecting taxes here, which we can just collect taxes somewhere else. So we would lose a 50% multiplier on 10.4. So 5 ducats a year for 10 years is 50 ducats. This guy would also suffer, but I don't really care about him much. My father would like him. I do need the gold. Indeed. Nice. I am an aspiring trader. Cool. I like these modifiers. We're back down to 5 holdings again. Obge Giddy doesn't need to be special interest anymore. And then this guy was at one point, I think he was like my father's rival or something. I don't care about you anymore. You don't matter to me. The Humadid joined the existing pact. Yeah. Too much aggressive expansion. Look at all that. Zia's host. Whoa. Zia's host. Who are you attacking? Attacking Caliph Mirza in the second Zia's host claim on Arabian War Empire. So 19k troops have just spawned. And they're actually going after the Arabian Empire, which, surprise, surprise, is the Saram Shahid Empire. It's, you know, it's naming it the Muslim name because that's what they do. But that is a hostile force coming after the Saram Shahid dynasty. potentially weakening it tremendously, which means, since they aren't in the faction, they aren't in it right now, if he gets significantly weak enough, I will attack him. I don't care if he's the damn caliph of the world. Not you, this guy. Problem is that he's already defending versus an outside threat, so his vassals are going to be really happy with him. Actually, no, they're not. What's up with that? Uncontrolled vassal wars. Why does the host war not give him extra opinion? Probably because of the same religion. I think that you have to be a different religious group for that. Yeah, of course I executed your countrymen. What, you're surprised? You mess with the bull, you get the Jew. Jewish horns. Get the horns. My god, the game is starting to run slowly. Duke Semiraat of Semyon has inherited the Duchy of Semyon. Really? I remember back when we only had one province down there. Okay. You are now my direct vassal. You're a Jew. You're part of the Kingdom of Abyssinia, which is very quickly being incorporated. We got like 30 years left. Ooh, look at that. Some of them are going to actually flip into our titular kingdom pretty soon. There was one I just saw. It was like 80, yeah, 85, 86. Got like 20 years until this stuff becomes permanent, which is good and bad. The good is that it makes it so that you get more levy out of the kingdom. Since it's my capital kingdom, right? And the way it works is you get a reduction in the amount of levy you can raise from vassals who are outside of your de jure kingdom or duchy or whatever. So I get the most troops out of my capital, my de jure kingdom borders, which in this case is just my capital. It's the only place that has it. So I'm getting much less levy from Abyssinia and Nubia than I could. The disadvantage to having it get incorporated de jure into the Kingdom of David is going to be that they will all have voting. They can vote for the heir to the Kingdom of David, and also it means that they're just going to have a lot more dukes, right? I kind of would prefer to have the Kingdom of David, the Kingdom of Abyssinia, the Kingdom of Nubia, and then just become an emperor and have all of this under a singular king instead of having multiple dukes. But at the same time, the levy would be really nice right now. The only thing really stopping me from going after this guy is the fact that he is pretty close to my strength. We are the strongest in the world by a tiny bit, by like almost nothing over the Byzantines. But the Arabians are not too far behind, and if we attack them, this number gets bigger because they get the defending versus infidels bonus. So even though it looks like we're in a pretty advantageous position, we saw how well that worked out for these idiots when they attacked me. So let's go back to Suite 4. While we're just at peace here, just let this thing tick down, and I think we can change a law again. We can keep working towards more church levy obligation. Yeah. I'm the only person that gets to vote right now. That's why we can pretty much guarantee it. Because again, we're the only duchy. The Kingdom of David has a singular duchy. And since we own it, we are the only elector. So I guess technically with the Gavelkin succession question, there really was no other potential variable we've considered. I'm gonna have to reload the game. It's just starting to really run a lot slower. I was trying to teach the thick-headed peasants how to use siege weapons. Hakim is wounded. Okay. Duke Tekka has become a Grey Eminence. He is a powerful vassal. He absolutely adores me because I just gave him our holy site, the holy war target. So he gained a lot of opinion from that. He's going to have that for quite a while. He's betrothed. He's going to marry my kinswoman. You chose the frail homosexual. That's an interesting choice there, Duke Tekka. You have some issues of your own. Let's see. So now that we have that guardian missing, I want to educate my half-brother. Meryl's opinion of me will go down. Who the hell's Meryl? Some guy that makes not important at all. Alright, well hopefully we get Some extra opinion here. Lost a ward. You didn't lose a ward, game. You didn't lose a ward. You are the ward. It's pretending like he lost a ward to me. Some kid that was being educated by someone in his court is now being educated by someone in my court, which, if it weren't him, would make perfect sense. Yes, he lost a ward. But it's you! Yeah, we're talking about you! You didn't lose a ward, you crazy bastard. Duke Tekka of Alodia has declared the Alodian de jure holding war over Sinai on Shahzada Abdul Ghaffur of the Saram Sahid Empire. So the boy comes of age and immediately thinks that the best thing he could do is declare a war over the subholdings in these provinces. In Sinai. Not even the province he's owned for longer. But this one. Strictly speaking, it's a far worse castle as well. Okay, so Sinai. Sinai. We conquered Sinai. I don't think we actually have the holy site in Sinai. Sinai has not been settled. This castle, this barony, he blocked my ability to build a temple because he built a castle. He granted it to the Holy Order, actually. How am I supposed to build a temple here now? That is such a dick move. I'm not happy about this. How goes our Socotra? Good, they're spreading. I still have all of my... No, how do I keep on losing trade posts? Did I never get one down here? When I... Oh, shit. Did I accidentally click the button to grant all subholdings to this guy like I usually do, and it actually gave him the trade post? I think that's what happened. Well, I'm not very happy about that. Mirits, g'day. Oh well. I guess we have to start looking around for another trade post. I declared a war for that trade post, and then I lost the trade post. We're crying out loud. I've got one here. I've got one here. These are the only two locations that I'm allowed to build them. I could go for one down here. I would prefer for it to be further upstream, so we're less likely to have it be... Well, technically, if it's being interrupted by war, it's going to be interrupted by war further upstream either way. Of course, there's a trade post here. There's no trade post in this province. Busaso. The problem is that this is territory he's supposed to own. Are you just that poor that you haven't built it? Why haven't you built a trade post there? County of... What is this sub-barony of these? Stop! Why? No! I don't want you to own Mecca. Your capital duchy is here. You own both baronies there. I should be able to plot to revoke from you. King Amare the Terrible. Why am I not seeing any plots against this guy? Nubia, Aden, Cairo, Sonda. Well, he's caused issues for me in the past. We could try to, like, fabricate its scheme down here, see if we could get him to be doing something wrong, and we could throw him in prison and stuff. We could send our court rabbi down here and try to pretend like he's not an actual good Jew. All that for a trade post. Is it worthwhile, I wonder? Or I could just revoke the county directly, build it right now. At an opinion hit of that, We have a truce. That's probably why I can't plot against him. Until June of 90. Yes, that is why. That would make sense. Okay, cool. Well, we won our war really easily. And this guy is really the main thing that I want to pay attention to. He is currently winning his war very handily. The host is down to 10k troops. Yeah, they're probably not very good men, is the issue. It's going to be a while then until we can actually expand. I was hoping he would get much weaker, but... This guy's done something he wasn't supposed to. Damn tribal vassal. Let's, no. I could have revoked that and put that under somebody else. Oh well, it's not a big deal. Eventually it'll get it worked out when we get the kingdom. Okay, well, I think it's time to take a short break here. And... God, look at that threat map mode. The Jews are not that threatening, okay? Come on. 190 months, that's so long. Yeah. Okay, well, yeah. Like I said, take a break here. I don't know. I don't know which way to go. There's nowhere to expand to. This whole threatening thing is blocking me. I could just ignore it and just start attacking people. That's probably going to be what we end up doing then. I'm getting annoyed by this. We'll just fight all the damn Indians. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. Alright. I'll see you again soon.